Hey, I'm Teddy, proud father of three beautiful children, 3, 9, and 15. And I work as a parent coach for the families of at-risk children. I created this channel specifically to share my experiences of co-parenting in hopes that it encourages a non-custodial father to fight to be in their kids' lives. Today, I'm going to talk to you about my co-parenting plan and why is it important. You see, for me, having a co-parenting plan is necessary so that my kids can look forward to seeing me on a regular day basis. And it wasn't like that originally. You see, when I went through my separation, I had supervised visitations, and that felt much more restricted than it was when I lived with my kids. So imagine waking up every day, going to a routine where you only get to see them 2 days out of a week. And on those 2 days, they're supervised visits. It sucks. And that was one of the challenges that I faced, just how to navigate that. So this co-parenting plan that I'm sharing is the routine that I now have with the mother of my child, in hopes that it gives you guys a goal to work towards as you go through your co-parenting journey. Now, my typical day starts off at 5:30. My commute is about an hour, and I take public transportation to see my kids. Usually in that time, I'm listening to an audiobook or something inspirational that keeps me on track as far as my goals for that month, that year, or that quarter. I usually arrive to pick up my kids around like 6:30. It takes about 30 minutes to get them ready, brush their teeth, and make them breakfast. After that, we leave around about 7:20, 7:30 to commute to my daughter's school, which is about 15 minutes away. Now, I do drive, and that is a benefit I use to my advantage because it's much easier to take your kids to school when you have a car than it is as opposed to you taking public transportation. But there has been days where I actually take the bus with my daughter, and we consider those special days where we're spending special time together. So those of you who don't have a car, you can still practice this method, but just make it a positive experience as opposed to making it a negative experience. Usually after I drop my kids off around like 8 o'clock, that's when I commute to work. My commute to work is about 45 minutes to an hour as well. I work downtown Brooklyn, so parking is usually a mess there, so I choose not to bring my car. My day usually consists of me sitting down with parents, sharing some of the practices that I've learned, some things that are helpful with rebuilding a relationship with their child. Usually about 5 p.m. I come back home and I spend about 2 hours editing videos, either editing the video you're seeing right now or editing a video for my client. Videography and editing process is something I actually do enjoy, and I'm blessed and fortunate to get paid for it. So I usually set time throughout the day for that craft so that I can get better and I can improve it. Now, this routine that I have, I do at least 4 days out of the week. It really allows me to be a part of both aspects of my children's lives. I think we get into this struggle we get into this routine where everything is work, and then we don't take the time to really experience parenthood. And I get caught in that rut as well, because you try to catch up on things and you use the opportunity that you have with your kids to do that. But I've learned to, when I'm at work, I'm at work, and when I'm home, I'm at home. And I use that time to really be with my kids. Now, this wasn't always like this. You see, the schedule that you see where I'm picking up my kids and bringing them to school 3 days out of the week and they're staying with me 1 night out of the week, it started with just visitations, and it was 2 days out of the week. See, the goal of a parenting plan is to always progress. You know, the way they say there's always levels to it. You start off a day at a time, carving out time to be with your kids to the point where you get to spend more time with them and you get more confidence being with them alone. I think that's one of the challenges a lot of dads have, is the idea of being with your kids alone, where you were married, the mother took care of the child care arrangements, and they usually had the solution to a lot of the problems. But what happens is when a dad becomes a co-parent and we have to learn the skill of parenting without having your significant other with you, it seems to be a challenge. Your kids understand you. And your kids, they love you, and they just want you to be involved in their lives in any capacity. And what you need to understand is that you're not on your own. You have other people to help. You just have to reach out. So if you like this content, please like and subscribe. I do have a men's group that meets every Monday in the evening. So if you want to share your journey, share some of the challenges you have, share some of the accomplishments you've made, that's your platform to do it. Thank you for your time. Peace and be well.